Good day. Welcome to another series of Chemistry Just Got Easier with DR Tutors. Still on stoichiometry of reaction. Let's take a look at what we have on the board. Ethane bonds completely in oxygen. What amount in moles of carbon dioxide will be produced when 6 grams of ethane are completely bonds in oxygen? So we have the equation of reaction. We have 2 moles of ethane, 7 moles of oxygen, 4 moles of carbon dioxide, and 6 moles of water. Let's see if the equation is balanced. The number of carbon atoms here will be 2 times 2, 4. We have 4 carbon atoms. The number of hydrogen atoms here will be 2 times 6, that is 12 carbon atoms. Here 6 times 2, that is 12, balanced. The number of oxygen atoms, 7 times 2, 14. Here is what? 4 times 2, 8. 6 times 1, 6. 8 plus 6 is 14, which shows the equation is balanced. Now, let's try to see. The question says, what amount in moles of carbon dioxide will be produced when 6 grams of ethane is bound completely in oxygen? So, we want to know the number of moles that will be produced from the moles of carbon dioxide that will be produced from the mass of 6 grams of ethane. So, but let's try to get from the reaction the mass of ethane that produced carbon dioxide. So, in the reaction, we have 2 moles of ethane. This is ethane. And from the reaction, 2 moles of ethane give 4 moles of CO2. 4 moles of CO2. But looking at the question, what amount in moles of CO2 will be produced for 6.0 grams? Since we have moles from mass, meaning from this equation of reaction, we are going to convert the moles of ethane to mass. So, and we have learned that to convert moles to mass, you multiply the moles by the molar mass. So, remember, 2 moles of C2H6 to give 4 moles of CO2. Now, 2 moles, that will be 2 times carbon has a relative atomic mass of 12. That is 2 times 12 plus hydrogen has a relative atomic mass of 1. That is 1 times 6 to give 4 moles of carbon dioxide. So, bringing this here, 2 times 12 is 24. Plus 1 times 6 is 6. So we have 24 plus 6 to give 4 moles of CO2. So let's calculate the mass of ethane now. So 24 plus 6 gives 30. So 2 times 30 is equal to 60 grams. That is, now this will now be 60 grams of C2H6 gave 4 moles of CO2. Now, we have 60 grams of C2H6 gives 4 moles of CO2. Now, 6 grams of ethane will now produce what? X mole, because we don't know. So, 6 grams of C2H6 will produce X moles of CO2. Do a cross product or cross multiplication. That will be X times 60 grams is equals to 6 times 4. So to make X stand alone, you have to divide both sides by the coefficient, which is 60. So X moles of CO2, because this we cancel, 6 times 4 is 24 divided by 60. Let's try to break down. 12 here 2, 12 here 5. 2 divided by 5 gives 0.4. So X moles of CO2 is equals to 0.4 moles. So this simply means that 6 grams of ethane will give what? 0.4 moles of CO2. So, thank you for listening. Book the OWL tutors for your personalized online chemistry, mathematics, and biology classes. Follow the OWL tutors for daily chemistry content. Follow, like, and share.